Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to Friday the 5th of July. Hope you guys had a nice 4th of July, nice and safe one. It carried on till about 2:30 this morning. Danny, about 2 o'clock this morning, come crawling up on the bed. Somebody must have found an extra stash of stuff or something, because they went off like another battle was going on. And Danny's probably the most spooked about him. He was glued to me all day yesterday because everybody was banging and booming all day long. But anyway, it was very nice. Kel and I didn't do much. We haven't done stuff for 4th of July since we were kids, And our kids, used to get a bunch of fireworks, let them play. Now, it's been quite a while now. Funny how the times go by. Not a cloud in the sky. I think the high here in Toledo is supposed to be about 90. We'll see how that works out at the end. A lot of times it's higher than what they say. But we'll see. But anyway, it's Friday. Go bust out a day's work and start a weekend. Alrighty. It's already 78 degrees here in Van Chulo.
It's going to be a warm day.
Yeah, it's like noticeably hotter here in the Vancouver, Portland area than it's going to be in Toledo.
Yeah, about 10 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't break my heart. Had enough heat over the rides.
I don't want no more.
Yeah. I finally got adjusted to the northwest weather again, I think. Which wouldn't be a good thing if it got really hot.
No.
But anyway, Mama.
Yes, Papa.
It's Friday today.
Yay.
Boy, what a stressful work week.
I
Work
know.
one day, off a day, work one day, on to the weekend. But anyway, have yourself a wonderful Friday.
You too.
And I'll see you as the day goes on. We'll start a weekend here pretty soon.
All right.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Well, I think the last thing we said, the weekend will start here pretty soon. The day was quite long. It's quite busy. And I didn't record anything there. It's just nothing bad, just a whole lot of stuff going on. And I had literally going 15 different directions, and the thought never even occurred to me to even pick up a camera. It's helping set up some lock tumblers in a Versus 650 that comes with bags, and I was helping Tim. It's just like the BMWs. Well, there's the 3 keys. There's 1, 2, and 3, and it's a combination of those. But they use I think BMW uses 4. Well, they kind of on both sides too. So, but anyway, there's 5 tumblers that go in really close together. They're smaller than the BMW, but the same concept, Well, we get this thing close, and I said, well, this is going to have to be it. We can't get it any closer. Well, we discovered this after the fact, and here I'm helping him out with this thing. Get the first tumbler in the bag, and it won't turn. And so, it was a mess. So I played around with locks a lot as a kid. I had a fascination with that. So anyway, we got it. Actually, Tim ended up getting it open. I turned away to get something else. I've actually got a kit for doing that, and I don't carry it with my bags anymore. But anyway, long story short, Tim got the thing to at least unlock itself, because the tumblers are so close. It wasn't much to get it to break free. And so then we had to take the bag apart. You had to completely take it apart to get to where you could release the whole tumbler set from the cases. And anyway, spent way too much time on that. Then helping him with a 03 Road King that guy was trying to put custom wheels on it. The rear wheel didn't work, and was putting everything back together with the stock wheel. The custom wheel, it was a 21-inch fit up front, but it wouldn't fit in the rear. And I'm not sure what the deal was there. It was while I was gone, but he was putting it back together stock as soon as he snugs the thing up, the wheel's going tight. I said, dude, that acts like, you ever put a wheel in that somebody put bearings in and forgot to put the bearing spacer, inside the wheel that rides on the inner race. And that's what the axle and everything tightens down against. So anyway, we pulled the whole thing apart, and it's only got 30,000 miles on it. It's 21 years old. It just seems weird that somebody had been in there messing around. But it's not a solid bearing spacer. It goes between the two bearings on the inside as your axle's going through. If you've ever taken the wheels apart, there's a spacer in there that keeps the bearings from collapsing. The races can't collapse. And what it was doing, it was closing in on the inner races and causing them to bind. And anyway, so we that's what it feels like. So we pull the thing back off, and we'll look on the brake side, which is the right side, and it's like a two-piece spacer. So have you ever seen that before? And he goes, seems like I might have seen that before. I said, man, I've never seen a two-piece spacer in a wheel. I mean, I don't even know how you keep it all together, So anyway, we finally come to that. The guys, we had a problem with it to start with, because, Tim's assuming that, this is all correct. And the wheels were used, so, you just assume it's already been on a Road King before. So he swaps over the disc and to the custom wheel, and then he realizes that it's not going to fit. So he has to undo that, and the bolts were so tight that he broke off his Torx bits in the bolt. So we got the Harley shop over in Oregon. We just ordered another disc, and because he kind of scratched a little bit trying to get this out. There's no damage to the disc. It's just got some scratches on it, so it cost us $200-300 for the bolts and a rotor. And putting that on his old wheel and putting it back together, and that's when we came up with the spacer problem. But I don't know. When I left, he was gonna go ahead and pull the bearings back out and see what the deal is with the two-piece, bearing spacer on the inside. That's really weird. But so that, and fighting with the tumbler, that I basically did it to myself. And then Tim comes walking over. He was working on the other tumbler. He goes, okay, I got it now. And you do it just like you do the BMW bags. I showed you guys that before. It's just a smaller, the physical size of it smaller. And it comes over. I said, you got the thing absolutely flush. I said, that's perfect. Of course, this time I haven't got the tumbler out. He goes, yeah. He goes, because we wrote down what our combination was. And he goes, well, where we put the threes on the outside, they're fours. I go, there's only three. He goes, no, there's another bag there. So they have four little keys, for the tumblers themselves, the key tumbler, whatever you call them. I'm not a locksmith, although I piddled that stuff enough. When I was a kid, it was terrible. I could do terrible things I could get in just about anywhere. I didn't do anything bad. I just mess with people. But anyway, there was a 4 set. There's a 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And the 4 made it. I mean, the difference between them are so minor that and you get some variances, like with the BMW ones. You go, wow, it needs to be absolutely perfectly flush. Well, they're not, and it's close enough, but not with the Kawasaki. Daggum Japanese, man, they're a precision to the exacting amount, and it's crazy. I have a chart that we found on it too with the differences. It's like 15 thousandths difference between the tumbler numbers, and that's about what it was, about 15 thousandths. If you look at 15 thousandth feeler gauge, that's really thin. Yeah, you could absolutely get away with that on a BMW lock. And I was wrong. The Kawasaki's are way more tightly tolerant than what you think. But anyway, that ended up wasting my day. I was working on the recall R1300, I was working on G310R too. We're getting a new cam for that one that had the starting issues. But the cacker valve, or the decompression release, just isn't working correctly. And so anyway, the bags for the R1300 GS, that there's a recall on the bags, and we got all the parts and everything, and I was going to work on that. That's the main thing I was supposed to do today. But luckily he's not coming right away, bringing the bike back. He's in Montana somewhere or something like that. But anyway, it was busy, and other things, I was helping with. I'm always going. If you followed me, if I could do one of those time lapse things, all you'd see is me moving. But anyway, it was a good day. Cable was taking off on his adventure today. I thought it was mid-month, but yeah, he flew out. He left work at about around 3 to go fly down to the Mexican border. He's already got his T7 Yamaha shipped down there, his Tenere, and it's all packed, and he's gonna make it down there tonight, camp outside the shipping facility, and be there in the morning when they wake up. And he's going. It's almost a 3,000 mile trip, and it's probably 95 or more % all dirt. It's from Mexico to Canada, and he's going to do it in 9 days. So he did something like this last year too. And yeah, he's, like I say, no partners, doesn't want to be around any people. It's just one of those things where once a year, he gets that ultimate head clearing. And yeah, that'll do it. Alrighty, good-dighty. Anyway, me and Danny just sitting out here. We need to get the Road King cleaned up this weekend and finish unpacking that, and get everything organized, get the Acura back in the shop where it belongs at night. And the poor old CRV is just sitting out there in the weather. What do you think, Danny? Is it pretty hot today? I bet you were a shade hiding in dog today. Crazy old butt. A little aftermath fireworks going on, and Danny just hangs with me. When, you know how he doesn't like to come in the garage until I'm in here for a bit, and he starts banging on the door. Yeah, he's hanging with me. I didn't even leave a mark on it. Had to use that as a hammer on the trip, helping getting the exhaust back on Dave's bike. Kind of weird, just all of a sudden. And it's, a Harley clamp that was on there. He wasn't using any kind of cheesy clamp. It's one of those Harley clamps. Some things, get really tight. But this is just stuff I haven't, that goes back in my BMW stuff. That actually ends up back in the Road Glide, tire pump, other little things. This is the only things I haven't done anything with. My jacket and pants, the Frog Togs, heated vest, the soft floors, my BRP rain jacket, my Climb jacket that keeps me super warm, my cooling jacket. And what I really loved, I really like how this Harley, the cleaner polisher, it leaves a slipperiness to it. It's like you ceramic coated it. It's crazy how well that works. But other than that, these bags are pretty much empty. That's stuff that's always left in there. And other than the straps and my hat, the hat goes over there. Toolkit always stays. Umbrella always stays. What is that stick in there? Oh, the bungee got some rock cords and stuff like that. But she still got all the bugs on her. She hasn't moved. I haven't even stuck a key in it since I did, and I came in and got the exact mileage. So I knew what my trip was, but I didn't think my Road King would ever look like that. And it's funny, it's actually, I threw that thing in the shower and gave her a hot bath and got all the bugs off of it once. But between the rides and the drive home, someone was asking, that was a tag to get a 7-day pass to get through the parks around Mount Rushmore. And I don't know I think it might have worked at Devil's Tower too, I don't recall. It's nice we get that annual national parks thing, and other than some of them having private parking and you got to pay because it's like on Indian land or something that's not part of the national park, even though you're at a national park, but the parking area is owned by somebody else. Did I get something on my feet? Oh, it's just dirt. I got something on my feet and got it on my floorboards here, but I'll get all that cleaned. But anyway, yeah, I'll strip this thing down and give her a good old bath and park her back there in a little corner and get everything back to normal here in the shop instead of all in disarray. And she hasn't been on a tender since I've been home either. But yeah, she got well charged, like almost twice her mileage life over the trip. So anyway, I think on that, go with Mama, we'll do a goodbye and we'll call it a day. Well, hello there, YouTube. Finally, the weekend's got here. Not that I was waiting for the weekend, because I was gone Monday and Tuesday, work Wednesday, off Thursday, and then today. Still seemed like a very long week for some reason. Yeah. Even seems like I was at work for a long time. Was today, man? Today just drug on.
Oh,
and I was
so
rolling.
Busy. Yeah.
I was up and down that hill so many times today. I don't know how I'm not skinny as a matchstick. I go up and down that hill a lot every day. I hate to think how many times I was up and down that hill today. And of course, I'd get up there and go, God, there's something. Went down, I remember what it was, forgot, and go back up the stairs. I remember what it was. Because you get up there and you can't just stay focused, and you got a couple things to do, check out, get with Kelly, ask about a part or whatever. And they go, Shawn, what about this and what about that? And I go, well, I remember one thing, there was a second thing. You just walk around with a notepad in my pocket. So I get distracted, or they distract me, and it's always when I'm walking through the doors and I walk into the shop downstairs and I go, be back. Now I remember what it was. But anyway, busy day. Not a lot of vlogging stuff. Apologize for that. But I got a lot of videos to make up to even get to this, so we're going to roll with that.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Saturday or Sunday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We'll see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. It's going to be even hotter than tomorrow. It's like 85 out here now. Tomorrow's supposed to be close to 100, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
It's going to be over 100 down south at work. But anyway, we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.